Hello and welcome to Trucking Answers. It's the Sunday Rant. And looking around here, it's kind of slim pickings. There's a Volkswagen GTI, but it's kind of new here. And you know what? I'm just not going to grace that thing with a video. I just can't take the boy racer looks of it. Give me a real car. Anyways, what are we here for on the Sunday Rant? The National Industrial Transportation League, I believe that's the name of it. That's what's got my haunches in a rankle this week. So there's this act proposed, the GOT Truckers Act, as they call it, even though it's the Guaranteed Overtime for Truckers Act. So if you said it GOT Truckers Act, it's Guaranteed Overtime for Truckers Act. All right, either way, Mark, what is wrong with you? All right, look, what this does is stop the exemption for transportation workers so that you'd be guaranteed minimum wage and overtime, okay? Sounds great. You'd have to get paid for your time. Well, these people come out of the woodwork and said, because there's sponsors now getting on board on this, and they said, look, we can't be having this, and this is another organization. There's tons of these. This one is basically people that use trucking, use shipping, ship stuff. So you belong to that, and I don't know, they lobby for you or whatever. So bribe politicians. Oh, they're not bribes, right? Okay, so whatever. I'm sure they don't bribe anybody, I'm sure. So I'm sure they're fine folks that just try to live a normal life. So what they said, and this is paraphrasing because I don't have the quote in front of me, but I'm very close, is that if they had to pay drivers for all of their time, their business model would not be sustainable. Don't you love that? So what they're saying is, we have a business model based on people working and not getting paid. And if we actually had to pay people, we wouldn't even be able to stay in business. I thought we ended that in the 1860s. Isn't that? Did I not read something about that or hear about that somewhere? So if your business can't exist, if you're forced to pay people minimum wage, I don't even know what to say. This is what trucking has come down to. This is what we've come down to, where an act is just proposed where drivers get minimum wage, at least. They're saying, look, at least you have to pay people the minimum wage. And then lobbying organizations, business organizations come out and say, well, wait a minute. We can't even sustain our business if we do that. The way it is now is working just great. They said so. They went on to talk about deregulation and how great that's been. Yeah, for them, if you looked at the quarterly numbers for companies lately, they're making a lot of money. Record profits. So that doesn't seem to be an issue. Of course they're making record profits because they'll have people come in and not pay them anything and have the government back them up on it. And then we have this. And then the government says, look, why don't you at least pay people minimum wage? At least basically half of what a teenager gets at McDonald's now. Because here in town, it's 15. And so minimum wage, $7.25 an hour. Federal minimum wage. So people are getting twice minimum. So they're saying, look, at least pay professional licensed people the minimum wage, the base lowest wage. Chris Rock had a great thing about this, which you should go listen to. He said, the only reason that places pay you minimum wage, they said, because it's illegal to pay you less. They would pay you with a chicken if they could. And here's people saying, look, we can't even afford that. We can't even afford to give you poultry. Okay, and that's just foul to me. It's just foul. Look, the problem is, companies are never going to pay you unless you demand to be paid, obviously. And these lobbying organizations, they have tons of money. They're going to throw a lot of money at this rather than throw any money at you and me. And so we just cannot work anymore without being paid. I would recommend people leave a place if there's a bunch of unpaid time, really any time that's unpaid. You should get paid for your time. So if you don't, why are we at work? That's always been my question. And here, this is probably the best example in a long time of places acknowledging that they're just not going to do it. No matter what, they won't even pay you half of what a 14-year-old gets for their summer work here. They can't even do that. Oh, but you're professional. Oh, you're so needed in the country now, but we're not going to pay you anything. We want you to come in and work for free. For free. And I'm about sick of it, to be honest with you. So there. And that's the story on that. And it just aggravates me to no end that trucking has come to, where it was a great job and now the pay has not nearly kept up with anything. And places come out and say, look, if we have to even pay minimum wage, our business isn't even sustainable. It's based on people working and not getting paid anything. I don't like it. Go get paid. Go get paid. That's the thing of it. Have a good Memorial Day weekend. I'm working tomorrow on Memorial Day because they are paying extra for Memorial Day. So a few of us are coming in, and enjoy the weekend, and we will be back soon with more Trucking Answers.